Time now for another thrilling edition of Adventures in Radioland. This segment, A Kinder World. My aim with the Qso-Vlog network is to be a stabilizing force in a sea of uncertainty. My goal is to replace apprehension with knowledge, because it truly is a kinder world, but it requires your input like any well-working relationship. I can supply the basic setup knowledge, but the more you know specifically about where things are on your radio, the easier things become. And while a lot of modern-day radios can be a maze of menus, well, together we can work through them, and if you just know a few things about your radio. First, your TBW settings. TBW stands for Transmit Bandwidth. Your transmit bandwidth, or TBW, determines how wide your transmitted signal is. We recommend a 100 to 2900 TBW setting. This setting is usually referred to as wide and is located in your settings menu area. It allows your radio to operate at its best capacity with just a slice of daylight between your signal and your neighbor signal 3 kHz beside you. The next two items are one and the same. That's your processor or compressor. They're both the same thing, but yes, Yaesu calls it your processor and ICOM calls it your compressor. Whatever the name, the function is the same. It attempts to smash your audio's dynamic range down to a flatter signal, but fatter. We recommend a light touch of 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 depending on how your compressor processor input control is labeled. We're looking for just a third of its capabilities. Next would be your ALC meter adjustment. ALC stands for your automatic level control. This basically a transmitter audio limiter device designed to keep you from splattering into your neighbor's signal and have them come looking for you with pitchforks. Your ALC meter reading is determined by adjusting your mic gain control. We suggest a 2/3 reading on your ALC meter by saying the word audio, stretching out the ah part where you become a human test tone generator, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter reads 2/3. The next part of our setup is your equalizer or tone control. These two items are the same again, just referred to differently by the manufacturers. We want to set up your equalization curve to achieve a high degree of articulation. Most of your voice articulation range resides in the treble areas of your equalization control. So as you can see, I have a basic generic setup procedure. It is sequential in nature and first things first plan of attack, designed to work well with all radios. Some radios have more adjustments than others, some have less. We do the best we can with what your radio has. You just have to know how to get there. So get your book out or Google it, become familiar with your radio. The more you know about how to get to certain areas, the easier and faster things go. So just relax and replace your apprehension with knowledge, because it truly is a kinder world. This has been another thrilling edition of Adventures in Radioland. This segment, A Kinder World. Well, there you go. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. Again, if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.